Hey folks, I'm in my Roundhill bee yard, and it's been a crazy spring with a whole lot of swarms, secondary swarms even, and they're huge this year. Last year, let's see if I can spin this around and get my bearings. Way back over there last year, I probably caught my largest swarm I've ever seen. And right now in this yard, there's huge ones. Perhaps the largest swarm that I've seen to date in 13 or 14 years. That thing's huge. I'll try to give you a sense of what it looks like here. It's clearly multiple swarms that converged. That's my guess based on the size of this thing. If it came out of one colony, I'd have to guess if there was any bees left in there. Anyway, this is going to be a fun one to catch. I mean, this thing is a monster. And dumping them into a colony and watching them take off is going to be a lot of fun. Seems to be another cluster of bees here, which is not unusual when you're seeing swarms this big. Spin you around here. This colony is swarming. They're in the process. I don't know if you can see that, but down in here is a big cluster. And that's what I'm seeing. Back over there, a couple of them that big. And a whole lot of them over there. Anyway, this colony is going to be in a box soon. And it's going to be fun. Well, here goes nothing. Hopefully this makes for some good video. Generally when I catch swarms, I take a cardboard box that's lighter, slip it up underneath the swarm, give it a good bounce to dump all the bees into the cardboard box, and then I transfer the bees into waiting equipment. As you can see, man, this thing is humongous. And trying to get all of that into my cardboard box and dumping it into the equipment is a step I'm going to skip and try to just dump all of these bees into the waiting box below. Hope the queen is part of that cluster. We'll find out soon enough when the bees get in there and see if they start fanning. It's quite possible that there's multiple queens in here, given the size of this swarm. And if that's the case, I have to let the bees play it out. Either queens will be bald in favor of another queen. Yeah. The joys of beekeeping. I love catching swarms. Let's see how this goes. Man, that's a lot of bees. Right, so I'm just going to give this thing a big jolt. And hopefully my two boxes down here capture the bulk of it. This is actually much more flexible than I thought. And I can try to get most of them there. Slide this over. Well, that's one way to do it. Raining bees. God, that's a lot of bees. Set these frames in here and just let them sit there. The bees will move out of the way and the frames will gently drop down in there. I don't know if you can see it from the video, but these bees are all en masse climbing up here as a result of some fanning, trying to figure out where that queen is. They're fanning like crazy on top here. I see a lot of bees coming up over the top of the box here on the edges, climbing out of the bottom. My guess is that that's a function of queens. It's kind of interesting. It looks like there's a bit of a ball down in here. Could be a queen in the middle of that. As tight as that ball is, I'm guessing there's a potential queen being balled in here. Yep, there she is. Let me catch her. Come on, mama. There's the queen. One of them, anyway. The fact that they were balling her leads me to believe that they didn't want her, so I'm going to cage her. Any good beekeeper worth his salt is carrying cages around in his pocket. Good looking queen, but she is a virgin. Into the cage she goes. Wonderful. That's going to give me an opportunity to put that queen into another colony. As long as I don't forget about her in my pocket. Wow. By far the largest swarm I've seen. With that said, I have another one over there that's probably going to give it a run for its money. I'm going to put some more frames in here, let the bees try to figure out how they want to coalesce, and then combine these two boxes. As you can see, a lot of the bees have also come back up into the tree here, probably trying to find their queen. I'll give it another shake. If they start fanning here, and it sounds like they are, and these bees, even if I don't shake these bees out, they'll eventually come back down in here. They'll know that's where their house is. That's catching swarms, Loudoun County style. Got it. Still got a little bit of a cluster up in the tree here. That's typical. I've shucked it out of there a couple of times. They'll keep going back up there. Some of the foragers are there. Some of the scout bees coming back. There's pheromone left on the branches, so that's where they're going. And I'll let them build up, shake them back down into the box here. You can see, you know, that they're all there. The trick is to keep them in there. If there's no queen in there to keep them in there, they may fly out. I did take the virgin queen that I caught being bald, put her in a cage, stuck her here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, that's the queen cage. And put the queen there in the event that will encourage some of these bees to stay there. She can't be bald or killed easily anyway in the cage. In between that and my guess is other queens that are in this colony, that they're going to take well to this new equipment. New foundation. Swarms are huge consumers of honey. When they leave, they have their honey stomachs full, so that when they get to their new location, they have adequate food for consumption, energy, but also to convert it into wax and start building a new home. I've given them a new home with foundation on frames, so they'll draw that out real quickly. I can come back in a couple of days and you'll see they already start building comb. Anyway, another one for the books. Off to the next one. I just shot a video of what I thought was the largest swarm I've ever seen. Then I walked through the bee yard. And I'll try to get a better picture of this one, but I'm pretty sure this one I just stumbled on. Yeah, might not be able to see it really good in the video. Anyway, it's right there. It's probably 5 feet long. I don't know. And it's huge in diameter. Yeah, so it's been an interesting spring. Let's see if I can capture this one. It's going to be a little more challenging as it's in the middle of this autumn olive here. So it might require a little more ingenuity in getting back there. Stay tuned. This one here is, there you go, look at that thing. It's huge. This is much trickier to accomplish given the location. I'm inside the middle of an autumn olive grove. Got some equipment sitting at the bottom. I'm just going to give this thing a bounce and see how many bees drop down in there and stick onto frames that have some comb on it. Hope for the best. Man, big swarms this year. Let's see what happens. How much of this I can get to shake off without falling out of the tree. These autumn olives tend to be pretty flexible, but break pretty easy too. Let me put the phone down and see what happens here. I got a lot of them, but a lot coming back. Got a lot of them. I don't know if they're going to stay, but I got them in here. Let's see if we can't pack them up, keep them inside.